So I'm Chad McCotter, and this is Kimberly McCotter, our oldest son, Austin. Yeah. Cole.
And Jayden McCotter.
Star of the show.
Star of the show.
So he was in his first placement. He came to a center that I own, and so he actually worked with other clinicians, staff members. Everyone loved him. Everyone just fell in love with him. He was gonna be getting a new home, and that was kind of the first time there was this little back of my head prompting. This gal called and said, "Do you know Jayden?" And I said, "Yes." And so I was so excited to get to see him. So that's when I went home and had a conversation with Chad and the boys and said, "Hey, there's this little boy. I think we need to look into doing this, you know?" To my surprise, I shouldn't be surprised, but to my surprise, my husband said, because I kind of beat around the bush, you know? He goes, "If you're asking me if I want to give a child a home, then yes, of course." It was a little scary because he wasn't even in the state, so we couldn't really connect with him. We couldn't build that relationship. Our journey started of getting to meet him on Zoom meetings once a week. We were able to then finally get to see him or meet him in person. He loved that. We were just in a tiny 5x8 maybe room for 12 hours. Most people don't stay that long, but we were out of state for one day. Like, we flew down for one day. And after that, we were ready, you know, we were ready to just get him home.
What does the word family mean to you, Jayden?
For everlasting home, pretty much.
What do you love most about your family?
They love me and protect me.
That kid can problem solve. I mean, better than the big boys, does that, you know? He's so resilient. He's independent, you know what I mean? So he just has a workaround for things, and he's a hard worker. We're a lot alike in some ways, and so that's kind of funny.
I guess I feel kind of an obligation. You know, I grew up in a relatively normal family with a mom and dad and siblings, and I just feel like everybody should have that opportunity. There's, you know, I don't think there's a good reason not to.
I feel like to some degree we have a bit of a moral obligation to these kids, that when you're sensitive to the Spirit, to God calling you to do something, you just have to obey it. And I think it's for more people than what they think that it is.